One of the biggest events in the yearly gaming calendar is fast approaching, and that means the biggest publishers in the industry are getting out in front and setting expectations for what they're going to be showcasing at E3. And Capcom are the latest to reveal plans, and while it's not hugely unexpected, there sounds like there might be some surprises to come from the Japanese publisher. On June 14 at 2:30 PM Pacific Daylight Time or 10:30 PM UK time, Capcom will be bringing fans the latest news on 4 huge franchises, though we suspect there may be some surprises that pop up from Capcom elsewhere during other major first-party publisher showcases as well. For example, Capcom themselves don't mention Pragmata, the futuristic-looking game that was announced at the PS5 showcase way back when, and although that's scheduled for a 2022 release, wouldn't surprise us to see that at whatever show Sony decides to put on this E3 season, even though it's not apparently an exclusive. But back to what Capcom has announced for now, there's Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin, the role-playing spin-off to the main series that has been announced for a July 9 release on Nintendo Switch and PC. Maybe we'll get to see some more gameplay for this one, perhaps even a deep dive into the combat systems. And sticking with Monster Hunter, Ryze is also on the agenda for Capcom, and that's no surprise given how successful the series has been for the company. The latest update added a new ending and more monsters, so it's going to be interesting to see what they have up their sleeves if they're talking about it during their big E3 show. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is a collection of the 2015 and 2017 games in the Ace Attorney series Adventures and Resolve, and this is the first time they've seen the light of day outside of Japan, so seeing anything on them will be exciting for fans. And lastly on the list is Resident Evil Village, and given how the previous game was supported, there'd be no shock here if some DLC or add-on chapters were announced. The last game got a plethora of weird and interesting pieces of extra content, from escape rooms to straight up backstory on some of the characters that featured. Given the internet's love for Lady Dimitrescu, it would make a lot of sense for more of her backstory to feature, right? And Village is one of the hottest games of the year too, and it was the most popular download on PS5 for the whole month of May in both the USA and in Europe. So for more on all things E3 and Capcom as and when it breaks, head to nme.com.